What if I told you that one of the best players in college basketball right now plays for an HBCU? Meet Blake Harper, the 6'7" phenom from Howard University who has taken the MEAC by storm. He's breaking records, dominating on the court, and proving greatness doesn't need a Power 5 label. Blake's journey started in the heart of Washington, D.C. Growing up in a basketball hotbed, Harper spent a lot of time on that basketball court perfecting his skills. But his road to college stardom wasn't as straightforward as you would think. Blake attended a high school called Gonzaga College, a prestigious program known for producing great basketball talent. It was there where he started to turn heads by showcasing his versatility and basketball IQ. Despite performing well, he was overlooked in scouting, really didn't receive many offers. Now Blake spent majority of his high school career hovering around like 6'1", 6'2"-ish, but he saw a late growth spurt which shot him all the way up to 6'7". But by that time, many college scouts have already overlooked the kid. But after that growth spurt, he was able to pair his guard-like skills with the size of a forward. And he quickly adapted to his new size by improving his post moves and becoming more tougher by battling bigger guys in the paint. Now, one of the things that always made Blake stand out was his confidence. Even when people said he was undersized, he had the heart of a lion and the determination to win and be the best. And that came from spending countless hours in the gym. And despite being under recruited, it didn't faze Blake because he kept pushing, and he knew one day his opportunity would present itself. Throughout his whole high school career, Blake barely received a star rating from some of the most notable recruiting platforms, and that limited his offers from major programs. But he was still able to get an offer from Howard University, a university that he was very familiar with due to it being located very close to his home. And that was always one of the top priorities for Blake Harper. And soon as Blake hit the campus of Howard, he wasted no time at making his presence felt. So far in his freshman season, he has been the centerpiece of the Bison's offense, leading the MEAC in scoring with 19 points per game and ranking in the top 5 when it comes to rebounding. Now let's highlight some of his key performances so far this year. On January the 13th, Harper put on a clinic against Coppin State, which included 25 points and 12 rebounds. And at the same time, he went perfect from the line, 12 for 12. And just 2 days after, he followed up with a 19-point and 8 rebound performance against Bowie State in a gritty matchup. Earlier in the season, Harper exploded for 28 points against North Carolina Central. In that same game, he hit 5 3-pointers, and he sealed the win by making clutch free throws, which shows you Buddy has ice in his veins. In another key matchup against Morgan State, Harper tallied 23 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists, showing his ability to dominate in every facet of the game. Now, we see a lot of players have great moments in their college career, and then they may fall off or won't be as consistent. But one thing I'm going to tell you about Blake Harper, this kid is consistent. And that's what separates great players from good ones. His consistency has been rewarded with multiple MEAC rookie honors. And with that track record, he is clearly the front runner for MEAC Rookie of the Year. On another note, Blake Harper's emergence is no accident. Howard's basketball program has been on the rise under coach Kenneth Blakeney, whose recruiting strategy focused on high upside players, those players who have the best potential in his eyes. Players like Elijah Hawkins and Shai Odom set the foundation, and now Harper is carrying the torch. His success highlights the strength of Howard's program and its ability to develop players. His dominance has not only elevated his game, but also brought Howard back into the spotlight. Harper's performance is drawing national attention, and it's reminding everyone of the talent that is thriving at HBCUs. At 6'7", his ability to create off the dribble and his versatility is a nightmare of a matchup for many teams. But here's the question: could Harper's talent and newly found stardom take him away from Howard University? With the performance that he's been putting on in the MEAC and throughout his freshman season, we know that bigger programs are taking notice, and they're probably already putting in their offers for Blake Harper. And a transfer to a Power 5 university would give Blake that exposure that the HBCUs lack. He will also have more resources and even a clearer path to the NBA because we know scouts live around those big universities. While transferring could raise his draft stock, staying at Howard will allow him to continue to build the legacy he started at one of the most historic HBCUs in the country. Hey, it's a tough decision. You got an opportunity at getting more exposure versus staying loyal to a program that gave you your first shot. Only time will tell what Harper will decide. Blake Harper's story is one of perseverance, something that we become accustomed to on this channel, as we always cover players who have that no give up attitude, and Blake is one of those guys. From being under recruited in high school to now being one of the top freshmen in the country, the sky's the limit for the young man. And it's going to be interesting to see how his career unfolds, and wherever he ends up, we will always root for this young fella as he uses HBCU connections to put him on a national platform. Let me know in the comment section how you guys feel about this young man, where you think he will end up. Would you like to see him transfer to a bigger university, or would you like him to stay at Howard and build something special? But as always, man, I appreciate you guys for watching this video, and don't forget to hit that like button, that notification bell, and subscribe to the channel if you're interested in seeing more content like this.